Here we go. Oh god. Good thing I tested that. Headset. Okay. Welcome to the Blue House. Come out from the small mouse, things to do. But for you, got a doesn't be fair. Once upon just for you, in the House of Blue, Music Kingdom our house. I don't really know the lyrics. Afternoon at our house. Kitchen's here, bathroom's there.
Attic full of stuff here.
Stuff off here. That's are you in the House of Blue. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Big Blue House. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Big Blue House. Door is open.
Come on in. Now you're here.
So let's begin. Ah, I cut off the rift. Hello! Welcome to Brandon Reacts to... ... something. I'm gonna react to a bunch of Nintendo things that came out recently, and it's kind of delayed. It's kind of delayed, but whatever. This is just gonna be like a quick look around of what Nintendo's shown lately. They showed like an indie direct. They call them Nindies, but they're indies because they're not all of them are on just Nintendo. They're on other things too, but whatever. They got the indie direct. They had a direct for a mobile game, a new one that's coming out, and then there was like a new Labo set that was out, and I wanted to check them all out. But there's also other things that's been released recently, so this will just be Brandon reacts to ... September 7th Nintendo stuff. Nintendo stuff from... I don't know what I'm gonna name the title. You should already know by now, but it's not gonna be like anything specific. It's just gonna be random. I gotta make sure that, like, this might not be a one-time thing. I might do this again over and over every so often when I see some stuff that's interesting that I want to watch. I might do it occasionally where I look at a bunch of random things and not like a particular thing, because usually Brandon reacts to is something specific, like a Nintendo Direct or whatever. But if there's something like, if there's like just a bunch of things I want to see, but I've been holding back on, then, so I need to think of like a name for this. Like, it's still going to be Brandon Reacts to, but I need to think of like, what should I name it? Brandon Reacts to a pile of things? Brandon Reacts to things from this date to this date or something like that? I don't know. We'll figure that out as time goes on. I'm sure I'll just put something on for now, and then maybe you guys can give me some advice to what I should name it. Because I don't know. And if you're wondering, Brandon, are you just going to act to Nintendo stuff? Yes, mainly. Like, E3 is different. I'll react to, like, all of that. But majority of the times, it's going to be Nintendo stuff. I'm sorry, but I'm just a Nintendo guy. I might check out some Sony things if, like, Dan tells me there's something interesting that might interest me. But otherwise, I got Nintendo systems. I'm a Nintendo guy. I got a PC too, but I like Nintendo. I like to see what Nintendo got for me. Because Nintendo's got the flair sometimes. They got the fun little flair. Well, especially with the directs, it just makes it much more easier to react to a bunch of things at once. So like the showcase, it's not a direct, it's a Nindies showcase. But you might as well call it a direct. There's a bunch of other stuff at the bottom that interests me, like Treasure Stack, and there's a new Towerfall, or is that just a Towerfall announcement? I think it's just an announcement. Yeah, it just says announcement trailer, Towerfall, and Nintendo Switch, and I already knew that was on there because I saw it on the shop. Untitled Goose Game, what the frick is that? I want to check all of these out, but like I'm assuming they're going to be shown in the Nindies maybe. So let's just watch the Nindies first, and then we'll break it off and go watch a few other things, whatever we find after. Oh, this is happening. I just recently found out that if anyone hasn't heard about this, I'm assuming everyone has if you're a Nintendo follower, but the Nintendo Direct that was supposed to happen this month has been delayed due to an earthquake, which is very upsetting. The earthquake, not the delayed. Hearing that there was an earthquake somewhere, that's upsetting. If you misunderstood that, but yeah, it's been delayed. So I just want to say, I'm sure any Nintendo fan that's possibly came to this video because you're still a Nintendo fan, you wanted to see my reactions to random junk. Should I call it that? Brandon reacts to random Nintendo stuff. And then just put the date where I react to stuff. I guess, right? Because then if it's not specifically September the 7th, I'm reacting to stuff on September the 7th. I'm reacting to stuff that's been released so far before September the 7th and on September the 7th. It's something like that, right? Right? Yeah, you're right. But what I was saying was, if anyone is, I know that there's going to be these types of people out there. If you're upset because they delayed it because of an earthquake, I would tell you to just chillax. It's fine. You'll get it eventually. There's no reason to get worked up over them delaying something because of something they had no control over. Something that's so sad and horrible that happened to them. To the location. I forgot the location. It was somewhere in Japan, but I don't remember the name of like the exact location. I would just search it up, but like I don't know. So I'm just gonna put Nintendo Direct here. I have a link straight to the post that I saw it off of because my Chrome just memorizes everything like that. Okay, so due to a powerful earthquake in Hokkaido, Japan. So Hokkaido, Japan, it's delayed. And that is just upsetting to hear. It sucks when that stuff happens. Because that's not in anyone's control. And I just hope that anyone that was in that earthquake is okay. And anyone who's spazzing out because the thing has been delayed due to an earthquake, I tell you to chill the f out. I believe to myself. Chill the... that wasn't that good. The first time it was good. The second time it was bad. It was bad. But chill out, please. Just understand that it's unavoidable. So just relax, calm down. You're still gonna get your direct eventually. There's no reason to. I'm not saying if anyone's wondering like, oh, did you see a lot of like these people spazzing out? It's like, no, I don't have to. I know people. There's always like freaking loads of people spazzing out over something. Same with the like Waluigi thing. It's like everyone's killing Sakurai just because he didn't have Waluigi as a playable character. So I know that there's going to be people that are just that don't understand. They don't like chillax. So that's all I'm saying. It's just I'm sorry that it took so long to like explain that. We're gonna watch this now.
Hey everyone, Kirk Scott with the Publisher and Developer Relations team here at Nintendo of America. Think of me as your friendly neighborhood indie guy. As many of you know, we like to keep you updated on games you'll be able to play soon. So with summer winding down, it's time to check out...
Sorry, I gotta pause that for a sec. How dare you? Your friendly neighborhood indie guy. He's just mocking me now. But today, Spider-Man was released for the PS4. Dan's playing it, and I can't because I don't have a PS4. This guy's just like psychic. He knows, and now he's mocking me.
Check out some of the great indie games heading to Nintendo Switch. Before we get in too deep, I want to give a shout out to our friends at Nintendo of Europe who just released a video highlighting some of the great indie content in celebration of Gamescom. If you missed it, we'll include a link at the end of this video. Think of this video as part 2 with even more content that our talented indie partners across the globe are bringing to Nintendo Switch. Okay, let's get into it. First up, set your engines for hyper speed. A world ravaged by its dark and violent past, Hyperlight Drifter is inspired by dreams and nightmares. You play as the Drifter, plagued by mysterious illness, traverse a vast, ruined world wielding forgotten technology only you can use to find a cure. And it looks like we've uncovered some exclusive content for Nintendo Switch. Check out this outfit. With this equipped, the Drifter can better locate secrets like gear bit crates and drifter bones. There are also a couple new weapons, including the Crystal Shot and the...
So, blue is easy mode. You can find things easily. So that's easy mode because it's a Nintendo? Is that what they're saying? I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm gonna pause a lot. I'm gonna pause a lot and I'm gonna talk about things. Because that's how I roll. I like to analyze things, I like to talk about what I'm thinking, and I don't like to talk over people. Because that's just annoying. So, I will pause every so often and talk to you guys. Just what I'm thinking. If you don't mind that, then cool. I hope you don't mind that because it's just, I want to do that. I usually don't do it, like, especially in, like, directs and stuff, but this is not really a direct thing. This is, like, me just watching a bunch of random stuff, reacting to it and talking about it and stuff. So, I hope you guys don't mind that. I hope you guys don't mind that that's, like, what I'll be doing. Because I like doing that. I like, explaining what I'm thinking and looking at things in a little bit more detail. I will still miss things, though. I've totally still missed things. Even if I'm looking in detail, I will totally still miss things.
Bladecaster, the reward for completing Tower Climb, which is exclusive for the Nintendo Switch. You won't have to wait long to explore the land of buried time. Hyperlight Drifter Special Edition is available for pre-purchase today and launches on September 6th.
Ooh! That's new. That's fresh. Sorry, I wanted to read that stuff that was by, but my freaking keyboard's not working. 4-player co-op mode. Play as Madeline from, oh, Celeste. I was like, what do these names mean? I don't understand what the names mean, because I just saw the names, I didn't see what they were from. But now I understand. And Battleline. So it's for the two characters from Celeste, the game where like you're climbing a mountain or whatever. Okay, that's cool. It went too quick by and I didn't get to read it.
Towerfall is an archery combat game for up to 6 players, perfect for competitive local play on the Nintendo Switch system. With simple controls, everyone can jump in, but only the fiercest friends can master the advanced mechanics and secure victory.
I do gotta say, none of those characters look special, so does it really matter if you can play as Madeline? It's like, yeah, I get to look a few pixels different from the other pixels running around.
Towerfall includes all the Ascension and Dark World add-on content, and 4 additional variants have been added, which give you over 90 options to customize your multiplayer. Since this game is created by Matt Makes Games, we're pleased to announce a special characters that are joining the fray. Madeline and her
I tried to ignore it, but I couldn't. I got a few characters. Characters. He didn't do it well. He didn't like fluently do it. It's like I got a few. I got 2 characters. He didn't do it as fluent though. He's just like, I got a few characters. Characters. He's like a robot having an error. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. You're just doing your job, but it's funny.
Characters that are joining the fray. Madeline and her reflection battling.
Just can't ignore it. I can't ignore it. It's like he's looking at a teleprompter, and it's like we have a few characters, and then it just says ERRRR, and he's like, is that? Am I supposed to like say that? Or and it's like just do it, and he'll be like, okay, characters.
Together.
I'm done. I'm sorry.
They form one remarkable heroine in Celeste, but in Towerfall you can duke it out as either character. Towerfall ascends onto the Nintendo Switch on September 27th and is available for pre-purchase today.
So again, I understand why they want to add known characters to the game, because it's like, oh, I played Celeste, yay! I get to play one of the characters from Celeste, yay! But the thing is, if nothing's special about the character in the game, then what does it matter? They're all just a bunch of pixels flying around and having lots of mayhem happen. It's like, if there's nothing special about them, what's the point? Now, was there something special about them and I just missed something there? Because it looked like they just did the exact same.
Together, they form one remarkable heroine in Celeste, but in Towerfall, you can duke it out as either character.
No, it just looks like they're the same as everyone else. They magically have bows, and did they have bows in Celeste? Or did they not? Because I don't remember them having bows in that game. I've seen a bit of footage of that game, and I don't remember bows ever being involved.
Towerfall ascends onto the Nintendo Switch on September 27th and is available for pre-purchase today. Hook shots, long shots, grappling hooks. These are a few of my favorite things. They're useful in grabbing something.
Is that a chubby guy?
And in the case of Treasure Stack, falling blocks. Treasure Stack adds a unique platforming mechanic to the traditional falling block puzzle formula by giving you control of a whimsical cast of heroes who navigate the playing field. Precise platforming and mastery of the grappling hook will separate expert stackers from mediocre slackers. Arrange stacks of light-colored treasure chests and then connect the corresponding key to earn points. And thanks to cross-platform play, you'll be able to stack online with more friends and foes in versus mode, or locally with up to 4 players. Treasure
Wait, what?
And thanks to cross-platform play,
I got like really confused there because I was just so focused on the puzzly funness. But he said cross-platform, isn't?
The corresponding key to earn points. And thanks to cross-platform play, you'll be able to stack online with more friends and foes in versus mode.
Cross-platform, doesn't that usually mean like with other game systems? I'm sort of like I'm all over the place here. Cross-platform does mean that you can play with other systems. Well, mine is PlayStation because they're not sharing. But does that mean that you can play online with like a computer player or like an Xbox player? Like if I swear to God, if anyone says like, oh, they shouldn't be allowed to play with computer players because computer players will have the advantage with the keyboard. It's like, well, not with this game. This game looks like it'd be much more easier with a controller than a keyboard. I understand like games like Paladins and stuff, but this, no. But does that mean that that's the case? Because even if it is, I don't really care. I just want to know. I'm kind of like lost. Cross-platform does mean you can play with other systems, right? I can't believe I forgot this. I went on about freaking PlayStation not being cross-platform Minecraft with all the other systems, and now, like, I can't believe it. Whatever. In the end, I don't really care because, like, this type of game I like to play locally with the people I know, but online is good too because Dan lives far away from me, so it's nice to have another game to put on the list.
Or locally with up to 4 players. Treasure Stack drops onto the Nintendo Switch this winter. Zarvat is a charming arcade game about friendship amongst cubes. In the game's story mode, follow...
Oh, your little laugh!
Arcade game about friendship amongst cubes.
He's just reading over the script and is like, wait, what? Did you say friendship amongst cubes? Were you guys running out of ideas? He's like trying to hold in his laugh.
In the game's story mode, follow Charcoal and Mustard's adventure through 9 worlds as they attempt to cheer up their best friend. Fight evil bananas, dangerously frozen milk cartons, and make the ultimate birthday present. In Versus mode, challenge your friends to some cutthroat cube action in 5 game modes across over a dozen handcrafted origami Thunderdomes. Play with or against your friends, crashing through destructible walls and duking it out with missiles and lasers.
Origami Thunderdomes. That's what he said, right?
Handcrafted origami Thunderdomes.
Origami Thunderdomes. This guy is really committed to his role.
Play with or against your friends, crashing through destructible walls and duking it out with missiles and lasers. And exclusively for Nintendo Switch, play as Joyvot, an enemy spawner controlled with a single Joy-Con. Use tilt controls to move Joyvot around the map, challenging other players to take you down. Zarvat launches first on Nintendo Switch this October. Have you heard? Mineko's Night Market is coming to console. Have you heard?
That the bird is the word. Oh, well, a bird. The bird is the word. Sorry.
Mineko's Night Market is coming to consoles first on Nintendo Switch.
Breaking news. Whoa. Look at all the kitties. Oh my god, Dan's gonna have a spasm. Oh, that was intentional. I thought she was like slipping up and going to cut her hand off or something. Where is this going? Ah! This is adorable. Oh, giant kitty. My neighbor Totoro?
Don't tell my dog this, but late at night, I've been thinking about raising cats, racing cats, and most incriminating of all, petting cats. And Don't tell my dog this, but late at night,
I've been dreaming about sleeping with another dog. You know, that just... Don't tell my dog this, but late at night, you're just setting yourself up.
The Nintendo Switch, I can do all that and more. You play as Mineko, a curious girl who just arrived at her new home on a Japanese-inspired island.
The guy doesn't have a dog, does he?
At the base of Mount Fugu. Mineko's Night Market boasts over 20 hours of story-based gameplay, including 4 regions to explore, diverse villagers to meet, quests to undertake, and activities like sewing and woodworking to keep you busy and in business.
That scares me every time. That's not how you would saw something. You wouldn't just whoop. You wouldn't just freaking whip it forward and then it just saws. Like every time she does that, I think she's slipping up and she's going to cut off her hand or something.
And most importantly, there are cats. Lots of cats. My favorite is a mythical cat named Abe that the locals worship. Well, they believe he's a myth. Mineko's Night Market is open for business.
Thanks for the spoiler.
2019. A princess, a golem, a samurai knight, and a homeless girl all play a part in
I'll walk into a bar. What happens next?
rewriting the fate of Gun City forever. In Samurai Gun 2, play alone or with a friend in an all-new adventure mode.
There was a
Explore
Samurai
medieval
Gun 1.
metropolis on the brink of crisis and discover the mystery behind Gun City's ghostly threat. A mad emperor pushes to expand the city at a ridiculous pace. An epidemic of gunpowder overdoses is on the rise, and old spirits are creeping back into the world. Take a break from Gun City and battle with a group of up to 4 friends in a classic versus mode, now with improved controls,
Actually, I think
new
I remember
levels,
this.
and new characters.
Yeah, I think I remember this. The freaking freeze frame every time you kill someone, I remember that. I don't know if it was a thing called Gun City though.
Armed with a sword, a gun, and 3 bullets per life, hone your reflexes to dodge an
Maybe.
beam and send your
Maybe.
opponent's heads rolling. You can also enjoy Trigger Soul, the samurai gun graphic novel by French comic artist Valentin Sech, with smooth touch controls exclusively for the Nintendo Switch version.
Exclusively.
Samurai Gun 2 will release in early 2019. Don't talk to strangers is a rule we learn as children, but after nuclear fallout, some precautions go out the window. In Bullet Age, take on the role of Ash and a mysterious stranger on a quest to save New Haven after Evil Ark's mutagen blast changes it forever. Bullet Age is a co-op action game with an intuitive mix of sword and gun combat, challenging platforming, and a charming cartoon art style. Explore a world spanning multiple continents, upgrade cartoon art style. Explore a world spanning multiple...
That looks like something out of Scribble Knots. The way that little boat's moving right there, it looks something out of Scribble Knots. Actually, a lot of the art style does look Scribble Knotty. Scribble Knotty. So naughty. But yeah, it does. It looks Scribble Knottish. Not Scribble Knottish. Whatever.
Upgrade your weapons with unique bullet types and learn new abilities to help you survive the decimated wasteland. And thanks to HD Rumble, you can feel your attacks and combos gaining strength and locate hidden secrets.
Ah!
Bullet Age launches as a console exclusive for Nintendo Switch this November. The World Next Door is a story-driven game that follows June, a rebellious teen girl trapped in a parallel world inhabited by magical creatures. You will meet and develop friendships with an eclectic cast of characters by means of a reputation system which features branching dialogue based on your choices. Advance the story by defeating your opponents in fast-paced, real-time puzzle battles by activating runes to cast spells. There will also be a local 1v1 versus mode where you can face off in puzzle battles. You can unlock new levels and characters to play as in the story mode. Drop by the World Next Door in early 2019.
I didn't get the puzzle part in there.
Do you have a head for...
You're supposed to just step on the runes that are similar and then just press like A or something? That didn't look much of a puzzle. Just looked like a quick time. Like you had to quickly run over there and then press A before they did.
Level building? Well then Levelhead is perfect for you.
Levelhead. Run, puzzle, jump, kick, poke, and shrug. Across trillions of levels handcrafted by players just like you. Build the level of your dreams and other people's nightmares. Levelhead's maker is so slick it'll make you fall. Then, warm up your glutes and grab up to all 3 of your friends for some couch co-op action. And if your buddies are into building too, then dive into the maker with everyone at once. Hungry for fame and glory? Then place the final block in your level and publish it to the Level Hub, where other players can play it and follow you. But what is a following? What is life without the joy of creation? Levelhead a game about building and sharing love, or is life just a game about building and sharing love? Well, I don't know. Just make some levels and quit being weird about it. Levelhead. Make fun. Now get out of my way. I got things to be.
Level up your creative skills.
Were they trying to be funny? I'm sorry, but like, you were in a lot of competition. I've seen a lot of funny trailers for video games, and that one was just like underwhelming. It's just a bit underwhelming. I'm sorry. But yeah, that looked interesting. The fact that you can create levels with people, now that's like I don't remember seeing that ever in a game. There might be a game. I'm not saying there isn't. I'm just saying I never seen one like that, because that's interesting.
When Levelhead releases this,
actually, scratch that. Wasn't Little Big Planet like that, where you could make levels with friends at the same time, like simultaneously? I think it was, because I remember playing a little bit of that, and it's just horrendous. It's horrendous making levels with people because they can mess up your crap, and it just gets frustrating.
This November. Hold on to your hat, because in this next game, losing it may cost your life. Crush your friends' hats before they crush yours in King of the Hat, a fast-paced, hat-based party game. Matches are
like hats.
action-packed, perfect to play on the couch or on the go. Your friends can quickly join the fun thanks to simple 2-button controls. And you can play with up to 4 players locally or become king in ranked online multiplayer. Choose from over 15 characters with unique backstories, like Birthday, whose birthday is every day, Fat Cat, a money-loving business villain, and my favorite, Washing Machine. He's tired of being filled with Fat Cat's dirty loads of laundry. King of the Hat heads out in early 2019.
Okay.
Okay, I'm no biologist, but I'm pretty sure geese are at the top of the food chain. Untitled Goose Game is...
So he's not a biologist.
...the genre all its own. Part stealth, part sandbox, and all goose simulator. The focus is on the slapstick humor as you play the role of the horrible goose. Your goal, should you choose to accept it, is to ruin everyone's day.
Oh, that was good.
Take on challenges like having
I just didn't expect it.
And generally causing chaos in the lives of the townsfolk.
Oh, that was beautiful.
The Goose is Loose in early 2019.
It doesn't say the goose is loose. It says Untitled Goose Game by House. Don't say stuff like that.
Want some more games to add to your wish list? Let's take a sneak peek at some of the other exciting indie games coming to Nintendo Switch later this year.
Well, what was that one? What is this one? Is it like some board game kind of game? It looks interesting. I remember this game. Oh my god, I wanted to. I remember this one. Light Fingers. Oh my god, I've been wanting to like play that one. That one looks fun because then it's a board game, but like when the character gets to go into the obstacle course, the other players get to control the traps. I like that.
All right. That's just a slice of the awesome indie content
All
you
right.
can play on Nintendo Switch in the months ahead. To keep tabs on it all, we've got your back with a news flash. If you're hungry for indie updates, we're launching a new channel on your Nintendo Switch system dedicated specifically to indie games. Get the latest announcements, in-depth Q&As, developer stories, and more. And indie games
I didn't know about
all
this.
about innovation, so expect the unexpected as well. The indie channel is live today. So head to Find Channels in the News app and subscribe.
Okay.
From all of
Which
us
one?
at Nintendo.
Which
so
one?
Head to Find Channels in the News app and subscribe.
You didn't show us the picture! I'm sure it's just called like Nindies.
From all of us at Nintendo,
But still,
thank our
you gotta
talented indie game
demonstrate.
developers for bringing their content to
Do your
Nintendo
job
Switch.
right.
And thanks to all of you for tuning in today and supporting indie games. Hold on. It seems that we have one more announcement.
I was gonna make a joke saying, "Do you have one more announcement?" Because usually Nintendo's always like that. But I didn't make it because I was like, I guess they don't have one more announcement. But they do!
Before we go.
What? Oh, I already knew about this. I saw it on the eShop. This would have got me though if I wouldn't have already seen it. Into the breach, 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 get into the breach, get in the breach, get in the breach, get in the breach, get in the breach. Okay, let's check out more stuff. What did they not show here? The world next door. What's this? Rhythm game? Kirby! I just saw Kirby there. I didn't even notice him. Kirby! I love you, Kirby! I don't hear the rhythm in this. This is crazy. I like it. Okay. I like it. Okay, here's the Nintendo Labo thing I wanted to look at. A vehicle thingy. Odd.
Nintendo Labo Vehicle Kit. Inside every Nintendo Labo box, you'll find many cardboard sheets, additional parts, and the game software. The fun begins right away when you build Toy-Con that you'll use as your controllers in the games. Interactive instructions are here to guide you every step of the way. Once you're done, you insert your Joy-Con controllers into the Toy-Con you want to use, and you're ready to play. Let's take a closer look.
Doesn't this look like... That one looks uncomfortable. Doesn't this look somewhat similar to the other one that they already had? I thought they already had a wheel. And that you could use that wheel for Mario Kart. So what the frig?
Let's take a closer look. Insert a key, step on the pedal, and steer with the wheel to drive, just like you would in a real car. There's lots more to the car than just the wheel, though.
They added new knobs.
Give the pull cord a tug to pop a speed-boosted wheelie, then let it go to jump. Uh-oh, the wipers definitely come in handy at a time like this. With the knobs on these levers, you can also select a saw blade,
Weird.
a bomb-tossing catapult, or even the in-game radio. Don't forget to refuel. Accurate steering, a responsive pedal, and the ability to reverse all make you feel as if you're really driving. Just what you'd expect from a Nintendo Labo Toy-Con. But hold up, Master Driver. The fun doesn't stop there.
Let's pause this for a second so I can do this. If you didn't already know this, I'm pretty sure I've already said this before, but if you didn't already know this, when I first saw the Labo, I thought it was a brilliant idea. It wasn't about, like everyone was like, oh, cardboard, what, Nintendo, really? Everyone's getting into VR and you're doing cardboard? I thought, no, this is totally the Nintendo vibe. It's creative and, like, childlike. It's brilliant. And it's clever, because cardboard doesn't last, which means you're going to sell lots. Or people are just going to make alternatives, like they always do, like a plastic version of each Labo set that you can buy on eBay and then use that and it'll last way much longer. But either way, it's amazing. And it's not just this. It's the fact that you can create your own Joy-Con stuff using or Labo. You can make your own Labo stuff, or Toy-Con, or what's it called? You could go Toy-Con Garage, I think. It's like a thing within the game where you can create your own stuff, your own little mini games and stuff out of this. And I've seen some creative things so far, but I'm just waiting for, like, more. I want to see loads of special things. Loads of things people can put together. The majority I've seen are, like, a few people that do, like, a piano, like, play with the piano and do, like, a really good thing with the piano. I'll look up one of those after this. But, like, yeah, that's the most I've seen so far, and then I've seen a few creative things here and there, but there's not a lot on YouTube yet about it, Labo. And I think the biggest problem is it's just it costs too much. And I don't see why. It's cardboard. Like, I get that it comes with a game, but it's mainly cardboard. Come on, Nintendo. You don't need to make it cost so much. No kid has that money. And no parent in their right mind is going to buy a cardboard set for their kid when they could just buy, like, an actual toy or an actual game. So that's the problem with it. But other than that, I think it's creative and I love it. I love the creativity of it.
If you move your key into this Toy-Con, your vehicle changes into a submarine. Rotate the wheels, step on the pedal, and explore underwater. The propellers respond to the wheel's movement, so maneuver by skillfully controlling them. You can even fire out the anchor to do this. You can also
that was clever!
Your vehicle into a plane. Use the joystick and take to the sky.
That one looks less fun.
Try firing some missiles.
Oh, there we go. They
You
added
can change between
some
these
things
two
in there.
vehicles at any time. Just use your key to swap. The car has an additional accessory to make, a screen stand for your console. Try it with gyro camera control on for an even more immersive experience.
See, something like that is clever, but at the same time, I don't trust it. I don't trust cardboard to hold my expensive system inside of it.
From a parched desert to snowy mountains to a savage swamp to a modern city. Explore a mysterious world as you complete objectives in adventure. Help new friends get to their destinations. Work on your golf game.
That's fun.
Even solve the mystery of the legendary Moai.
Spoilers.
Use a car, submarine, and plane to complete a variety of missions. You can also pair up with a friend and adventure as a team. In Rally, you pass through checkpoints as you race to the goal. You can't refuel in this mode, so don't go wandering off course. Circuit is a racing game with twists. You can launch punches at your opponents. Battle your opponents as you speed for the finish line. Slot Car is a game that only uses the pedal and is easy to jump into. Aim for that sweet spot where you're going just fast enough to leave the pack without flying off the course. You and up to 3 friends can play together. Any courses you've created for your motorbike in the Variety Kit can be used in Circuit or Slot Car mode too. Battle features intense one-on-one automotive combat. Strike your opponent.
See, again, that's the problem. Like, let's go back there.
Battle.
2 kids with those, they're so expensive. The only way you're gonna find another, like, you'll have to go to like your friends and be like, hey, are you rich enough to get one of these things like I was able to? Like, there's no way one household is gonna have 2 of these, because no one's gonna have that kind of money just to splurge on cardboard. And that's the problem with it. It's just like the money. The money is the biggest problem, but I love the creativity of it. I love that part.
Features intense one-on-one automotive combat. Strike your opponent to whittle down their health. Take advantage of a variety of power-ups that can turbocharge your punches, boost your speed, make you bigger, and more. You can even make your own arenas. Arenas you've made have destructible terrain.
Ah, my fingers!
In the paint studio, you can use the Toy-Con spray can to
That's
personalize
amazing!
It's just like a real spray paint can. It works like one too. Customize
That's
every
amazing.
inch just the way you like. You can use
We're teaching kids how to get out there in the world.
pencils to paint shapes too. There's nothing
That's
quite like
amazing.
seeing your work come to life.
I feel like that'd be hard though. To like get accurate, get like really good with
Say,
it.
How does this stuff work anyway? Looks pretty high tech. But have no fear. In Discover, you'll find loads of handy, interactive tutorials that explain how each Toy-Con works. And once you understand the how, you can start inventing new Toy-Con and new ways to play in Toy-Con Garage. If you do this, what should happen? Connect input and output nodes to create
That's
your very own games
amazing.
and gadgets. In a feature that's brand new to Nintendo Labo called Custom Controls, this kit lets you make your own controllers for the games that come with the kit. Use your original Toy-Con creations in whichever game in the kit you want.
They just turned it into a tablet game. That's something. Now you have an opportunity to go buy that. You won't get it to its full content. You won't be able to play it fully. What it was intended to be played, how it was intended to be played, but you'll at least be able to play the games now. You could go and buy it like at a thrift shop or something, or eBay. You can get just the game, and you can still play it. Because they made it so now a controller can be played with it, and that's neat. Ah!
Let your ideas run free. You could make something like this. Or even this. You could make something.
Okay, so the first Joy-Con that's making the move is on the ball, so when they move the ball, the car moves. How do they have 2 other Joy-Cons somewhere in the boxing gloves?
Something like this. Or even.
Because how are they getting like the both boxing gloves like pow, pow? Like how's it like knowing that which hand they're using? Do they have 2 in the boxing gloves? What's the limit on the switch with controller connectivity? I need to know this because I'm interested.
This. Make, play, discover. Nintendo Labo Vehicle Kit. Oh, and one last thing. The Toy-Con car can also be used as a controller in the game Mario Kart 8.
I assumed as much. Cool. Okay, that was actually pretty interesting. Let's check out this. What's this? Overcooked! That juice tastes like I'm swallowing down Jello. Sorry. I was getting into the groove. Everybody. Yeah, yeah. Shake your body. Yeah, yeah. God Wars. Broforce. What's God Wars? Just quickly skip ahead. What type of game is it? What type of game is it?
Service.
What type? Servants!
Time for an intense post-workout TV session!
3DS.
I wonder how you do a pull-up while hovering! Come on, another rerun? Maybe I should have a bacon protein shake for second dinner.
Okay, get to the point.
You don't have to train alone! You can gather up to 3!
Okay. Sue will be interested in that, even though she doesn't have a 3DS, but she'll still be interested. Demo launch. I actually downloaded the demo for this. I haven't touched it yet, though. If you guys are interested in that, I could say something, I could probably do it.
Your Nintendo 3DS or 2DS systems. Do you like running and jumping through courses, getting all the collectibles, or saving the day with over a dozen abilities? Then here are some great titles you may enjoy. Super Mario 3D Land the game has everything fans love about Mario gaming. Players will experience running, jumping...
Okay, this doesn't apply to me because I don't have 3DS. I was curious, but not that curious. That's the thing. How do I... Nintendo... Mobile? So I saw something. Mobile. Nintendo Mobile. Subscribe. Just so I don't have to find it. I don't know what to watch, what to watch, what to watch. I don't know what to watch, what to watch, which one matters. This one is longer. This is the other thing I wanted to look at. A new mobile game.
Darkness gathers. History threatens to repeat itself again. To safeguard a world of swords, monsters, and magic, the kingdom's most promising adventurers will be summoned to battle. Humans and dragons must form a binding pact once more. Luckily, even the seventh in line to the throne has the blood of a dragon flowing through his veins.
How many things are gonna do blood of dragon or has inherited dragon powers or dragon anything? I played another game on the Switch that had this, like, sort of dragon thing where it's like they saved a guy from prison and he had dragon in him. He had powers of dragons.
Humans and dragons, pact bound once more.
It's trying to put intensity into it. It's trying to put intensity in it, but there's no intensity there.
Centuries have passed since the days of the first pact bound. So much has changed. Now, the time has come to rekindle this age-old alliance. This forest is just one small corner of a much larger world. The Kingdom of Alberia, where humans and dragons once lived together in harmony. History tells us that the kingdom's founding coincided with the institution of a holy fragment known as a sacred shard. Its power has long protected Alberia from the evil influence of monsters. Yet for some reason, people say the shard's power has begun to fade. To replace the shard and stave off the ever-rising threat of monsters, the world will need a new source of hope.
Is it me?
Oh, great dragon of the forest. If you can hear my voice, then heed
Am
my call.
I the character
Grant
that
me
saves the
the
day?
Packstone's power.
So generic
This young man is an
anime
Alberian
character
prince, though he may never
with a
become
generic
king.
anime
He's
story
been tasked with a
saving
mission
the
of
generic
great
world of
importance.
anime.
He must find a way to ensure that the sacred shard's magic will keep his kingdom safe. However, he cannot protect Alberia alone. It is a great honor to bond with the dragon, Midgard Sormer, who once held a pact with the founder of Alberia. Still,
What kind of name is that? Midgard Sormer. Let's just type a bunch of things and see what happens. I'm sorry, but this is just... I don't even know. Can I see some gameplay and stop hearing this generic story that, like, pretty much everything has? Like, you're not intriguing me with the story at all.
Midgard Sormer, who once held a pact with the founder of Alberia. Still, our prince needs a proper party at his side. This is an action RPG, after all. Before charging into battle, it's best to build an effective party. Let's see.
They're all swaying to the music.
They'll do. They look ready.
Oh,
Are
she...
you?
Nope. Take her out. She wasn't swaying with everyone else in tuned. She has to get out.
They'll do. They
She's
look
swaying
ready.
the wrong way. She's swaying off. Her sway is off. She's out of the band. Out. She's just out. She's gotta sway better. You gotta bring your sway game.
Are you? This fast-paced RPG gives you direct control over your party when fighting and exploring. So be careful, play with fire, and you get burned.
Did he chuckle there?
So be careful, play with fire, and you get burned.
It so totally sounds like he chuckled. He's like, play with fire or you'll get burned. It sounded like he was holding in a laugh because it just sounds so dumb, and even he can tell it. Play with fire, you get burned. Well, how many times have people used this? I'm sorry, but this is bad. You're not doing well for your game, interesting me. Sounds like some fucking, like, edgy teen thing.
You never
not even teen. It like sounds preteen, like edgy. It's so bad.
know where monsters have set up traps, and they're always looking for
like,
a fight.
The game looks fine. I'm not saying anything about the game itself. Like, this looks interesting. It looks like it looks like it's not like just some puzzle game or something, like on the phone. But like at the same time, the story is just generic and boring. And a lot of the names are just like, because it just they're not like when they said, I don't even remember the city name. I don't even remember the fucking dragon name, and that was the most hilarious fucking name they gave. I'm sorry, I'm swearing. This is a Nintendo thing, but still, it's just so frustrating. I don't even remember the dragon name, and that was like Garsum. It's like mid something, right? And it was like the most hilarious name out of all of what they showed so far, and I don't even remember it because it's just a random keyboard type. There was nothing special about it. It's like one of those things where it's like when your friend explains to you a book that you've never heard before, and they don't start from the beginning, they start from like midway in, and they start saying all these names and stuff that you've never heard before. It's like, oh, he walked to this town and met this person and did that thing and then played with the crystals of fate, and he's saying a bunch of stuff that you just don't understand. I'm saying he because it's like you started to think that I'm talking about Dan, but no, he or she, your friend. Yes, okay, yes, Dan has done this to me where he's talked about stuff and I just over my head, but that's not what I. Anyways, it's when your friend comes up to you and they'll just tell you about like a thing that they're watching or a thing they're reading, and they start like midway in and try to explain the plot to you, and all of it just goes over your head because it's like all of this just sounds like jibber jabber. It doesn't sound like anything at all. It doesn't sound like a real thing. That's what this does, but they're starting from the beginning with this. They're trying to explain it to you, but they're doing what your friend would do when they're trying to explain something to you. That's what they're doing. That's bad. You're not even starting from the beginning. You're trying to explain the game to us, yet you're not doing a good job.
Give them what they're asking for, and don't let up. As you wage your assault, you'll create a chance to let loose a special ability. This one's called Blazing Serpent. You may have some flashy moves, but overconfidence will get you surrounded. It's never dishonorable to dodge when needed. You must know when to strike and when to take a hike.
You'll need to know when to strike or take a hike. What time is it? Oh, it's 10. I guess it's time to take a hike. I'll be back. See ya. Oh wait, do you guys know where any mountains are so I can go take a hike? I'm sorry, that's a bad joke. But no, really, what? You need to know when to strike or take a hike. Couldn't you have just said dodge? I know you were trying to rhyme there, but like, couldn't you just say you need to know when to attack or dodge? Like, do you really need to?
Working together with your allies will be important when executing your strategies in battle.
My turn.
And speaking of battles,
what was the? Okay, so
when executing your strategies in
battle, that guy was about to die. So let's switch to that guy who's about to die and attack that guy instead, even though that guy looks much bigger and needs to die quicker. That thing is just a small thing that the computer could have dealt by themselves, but no, let's switch the computer and deal with that thing so then the computer can deal with that thing. What was the point of that? What was the point of that? The computer, I'm pretty sure the computer would have dealt with that themselves. that little thing that like has a slither of health. It's like you're wasting time doing something like that. You could have just dealt with this guy. Like, actually, that thing's still walking over to her while that guy's laying on the ground. You could have sliced that guy and then swapped and then killed that thing. But even then, you still don't have to do that. I'm sure the computer would have attacked it. There's just, I don't see the strategy in that. They're talking about, oh yeah, that we need some strategy. But where's the strategy? Am I missing something here? Am I missing the strategy? Is that like, it's like, the big guy doesn't count. Let's deal with these guys. Or is it like, if you kill the big guy, then you won't get to attack the small guys because they'll run away and you'll lose some experience or something? Is that the case? Please tell me that's the case. And if that was the case, why the hell were you focusing on the big guy to the point where you got him to a slither and then decided, let's take out the smaller guys first? Like, where's the... I don't even know. This is just so confusing. And I love how they slow-mode it, because it just made it even worse. Because I was able to notice these things much more clearer.
Speaking of battles, the beast who controls this territory lies in wait. It's boss time. It may look like an overgrown pup, but this monster is no simple-minded beast. It won't wait its turn. The outcome of this fight rests in your fingertips. Try circling around behind. The boss is quickly becoming inflamed with rage.
I like when it talks about, like, oh, you gotta fight the boss, and it's like, it looks like, you know, it looks like an overgrown pup, and then it's like, it makes you think, like, wait, is this the only boss? You're talking like it's the only boss. But no, they're just talking like, oh yeah, this is the moment we're in, this is what we're gonna focus on. We're not gonna focus on anything else.
This is bad.
This is bad.
Don't hold back. If you let up now, you're a goner for sure.
Shouldn't the guy be explaining all the shit that's coming on the side? Attack 8 to decrease the gauge. He's just saying a bunch of useless stuff. Like, what was that?
Now, you're a goner for sure.
Now you're a goner for sure. Thanks for telling me that. Okay. Why aren't you telling me attack it to decrease the gauge? Maybe that would have been useful information.
Your opponent isn't going anywhere.
Or you could have said, when the gauge reaches 0, it enters a break state.
Use this opening to put it down for good.
It stops moving and its defensive power drops. Its defensive power drops. Am I gonna have to do this guy's job for him? And is that the only move this guy has? Blazing Circuit! I'm sorry, I'm not gonna attack pretty boy Animu guy. He's doing his best. He's doing his best. I won't attack him. I know all you ladies and some dudes like that Animu guy, and I won't attack him just because I know you like him. I'm sorry.
Nice work, everyone.
Your party of adventurers has done well. But there are forces stronger than your will alone. The monsters ahead are an
Nothing stronger than my will! Other than a nap. And I'm gonna go have one. I'm sorry. But still, you don't give that kind of pep talk, man. You're supposed to say, nothing is stronger than your will. You can do anything.
Unbelievably tough lot. You'd have everything to fear were it not for the might of dragons. He talks a good game, but even Mr. Seventh in Line has much to learn of his pact and his heritage.
7 in line what? He's speaking a bunch of jibber jabber again. That's my new thing. It's like jibber jabber. I love saying it. It's fun. Makes me sound old too. But he is though. 7 in line for what? What is he in a royal family or something? Are we supposed to just guess the story here?
The Alberian royal family knows well.
The Alberian? Who's this Alberian?
The dragon blood within their veins. If a descendant enters a pact with a dragon, Its mighty form and powers will be yours to command. Shapeshifting does have its benefits, and it's well worth the cost. The crystals acquired by slaying monsters grant the ability to transform into a dragon. You can also get them by breaking dragon obelisks. Once you gain the power you need from these crystals, it's shapeshifting time.
The dragon's pulse quickens.
His pulse quickens? Why does what? His pulse it quickens? Where is it quickening?
Only those who have entered a pact with a dragon can wield such sublime, destructive power.
See, why do you need to transform into the dragon? Why doesn't the dragon just help you out? Like, what, do you need to, like, enslave this dragon into your... Like, do you need to absorb the dragon so then you can finally have the dragon as dragon's power? Like, the dragon's just not like, hey, why don't I just help you out? Why don't I just join your team and we can run around fighting baddies together? But no, I have to absorb the dragon and turn into him whenever I get enough obelisk thingies.
The dragons of Alberia couldn't care less about your royal blood unless you prove yourself in battle. An adventurer who bonds with many dragons wields unimaginable strength. The companions you meet on your journey can also shapeshift into dragons.
Cool.
They have much to learn as well, and plenty of opportunities for experience. Each dragon offers something different in battle, and you'll need all the help you can get.
Scratch, scratch.
Throughout your journey, you'll encounter many adventurers. Each one has their own stake in the game, and after joining your party, they'll have your back till the very end. These adventurers can be divided into groups. Some will excel at attacking. Others will be gifted healers. There are 4 types in all.
And you're only allowed 4 on
your
each
companion's
team?
elemental properties affect each other in different ways.
God damn it.
For example, those who bring the fire are strong against wind and weakened by water. Their weapons...
So, there's 4 types, and I'm assuming you'd want 1 of each type on your team because you can only have 4 on your team, right? At a time? But then it's got 5 elements, and then it's just like, okay, so now I have to have... Now I can't have all of them. I have to choose which element I want to exclude out of my team. Well, fine. It'll be dark. Because no hero goes for the dark side. If you go on the dark side, take their cookies, then you're doing bad. Come to the dark side, Luke. We have cookies. No! Not the cookies! Why do the dark side always have cookies? Why do they always have the cookies? They always win, because they got the cookies. We don't have the cookies. We just have hope and belief that we can win. But that ain't fun enough. That's not good enough cookies. I like the cookies. Stupid guys, you get Darth Vader with these cookies.
Have distinct characteristics as well. Take these factors into account when forming your party, and be strategic with your choices before heading into battle. If your future promises water, then call upon a companion with a wind elemental attribute.
Leave the cleaning to me.
All right, it's working. But many quests aren't so simple. All right.
Oh, hi! It's working! Or did he say, oh, hey? No, he didn't say, oh, hey. He said, oh, hi.
Leave the cleaning to me.
All right, it's working.
He totally said, oh, hi. Oh, hi! It's working! Why, though? Why did he say, oh, hi? oh hi! Is that like, is hooray? Is like, oh hi! It's working!
But many quests aren't...
No, one sec. Let's see what captions have to say about it.
Alright,
It totally says oh hi!
it's working.
He totally said oh hi! The captions even say it! Oh hi! It's working! Why did he say oh hi? He's like saying hi to the guy and then just shout it to us, it's working. Why? It's just too much to take in, I'm sorry.
But many quests aren't so simple. Thankfully, there are more than...
Can we just have the captions on the side again? They were doing a better job at telling us how to play the game than this guy was.
than 60 adventurers to meet and welcome onto your party. Each one...
Whoa! Okay. We got bunny ears. We got lynx ears. Are those lynx ears? That's what the animal is? Like lynx? It's a lynx? He has like lynx ears? I like how these two guys just both have like a kind of goat. Well, he has more like a mustache and beard thingy going. He's got like the goatee. Okay.
One has a chance to shine in a variety of combat situations.
I can have an old man! You know they're the wisest. Then you can have cute anime girl. Or hot anime girl. Do you want hot anime girl? Cute anime girl? I meant to say cute hot. Sorry. Do you want hot anime girl? Wait. Hot anime girl? Cute anime girl? Or hot grandpa?
As impressive as they are, your
Pirate anime girl. Flamboyant anime boy. Tsundere anime Tsundere. I couldn't say anime and tsundere together. God damn it.
companions are not your only means of getting stronger.
Dice anime guy! I'm done, sorry. I couldn't think of anything clever for him, so I just call him Dice anime guy. And I don't even know what I was gonna get with that guy with the book. It's like, bearded mask man. Anime gan. I lost it.
It's best to be prepared for the worst.
It's all anime. I'm sorry, you guys don't understand what I'm laughing at right now. I have problems reading. I got a disability at reading, a reading disability, and I completely read that wrong the first time it pops up. You want to notice what I thought it said? I didn't understand that there was stronger there. I just saw growing first, and I thought it was going to say growing pains. And then I thought it said suppress yourself. Suppress yourself, growing pains. I'm sorry. Surpass yourself, growing stronger.
Monsters possess a ferocious appetite for power.
That was funny.
Just like you, they'll continue to grow stronger. You'll have to double your efforts to keep up. And fortunately, there are 4 ways to gain strength. You aren't relegated to merely grinding for experience points, although they certainly do come in handy. You can also get stronger by equipping superior weaponry. That's not the only benefit you have to look forward to. Changing weapons also changes your fighting style. Not to mention, there are ways to strengthen the weapons themselves.
I'm too lazy for this.
Each adventurer also has something called a mana circle. This magical
I'm really too lazy for this stuff. When I'm playing phone games, I don't like to think too much. I just like to do things. If you understand what I mean. Well, I play a Picross game, Hungry Cat Picross. I love that game. I played a lot, and that one does make you think. But like even then, it's still chilling. It's still like not chilling. It's still relaxing. It's still a relaxing game. And then I sometimes play like Fire Emblem Heroes, and that one is just like I don't really think too much when I'm adding things. When I combine the characters, it's like, oh, I have 2 of these guys, so let's combine them and get them out of the way. And then if I'm going to buy stuff, like buy skills, I don't think of, oh, what skill I could use right now. It's like, no, I just buy whatever I can buy. I don't really think too much about it. But when it gets into like that kind of stuff, where it's like, oh, look at all these weapons you can combine and scrap and get points, and then scrap these ones and get more points, or combine these 2 to power this one, and it's too much. It's too much. Excuse me. But it's too much. When I'm playing phone, I just want to be lazy. If I wanted to play something more tactical, I'd play like a PC game or a freaking game system game. But like if I'm on my phone and just want to chillax, I don't want to focus too much on something.
Structure provides a range of benefits. You can use it to strengthen attack power and skills, or acquire new abilities.
Like, look at all this! So much!
That finally brings us to the holy castle, known as the Halidom.
Halidom.
It's your own personal camp, where mines can
Halidom.
be built to produce gold, and altars can
It's
be
even one of-
erected to enhance abilities.
It's even one of those games. It's like,
Adventurers
oh
have
my
many
god.
ways to toughen up, so take advantage.
That's
Your
too
foe
much.
will gain an edge on you.
Oh. Oh.
Legend has it that great power will come to those who pursue the magical art of summoning.
Oh my god, it's so many games in one.
Summoning can grant you new companions, mighty dragons, and special items. It's rather simple, but deceptively deep. First off, you can summon a wide variety of adventurers with varied attributes.
I hope I can be of some help.
Oh my god, that voice.
I won't let you down. Avail yourself of my strength as you see fit.
These gold stars are worth more than brownie points. Star counts indicate the...
I'm sorry, but what did he say? Did he say brownie points? Did he just say brownie points? Please go away. But I do need to ask, what is this? I know it's been 10 minutes and it's been more than 10 minutes because I keep pausing, but I know it's been a while, so I should have asked this sooner, but what the hell is Dragalia or whatever? Is this like a Nintendo brand thing? Or is this just new? Like they just came up with this out of the blue, like, hey, we need more mobile games. Just make up something. Is that the case? You have so many freaking things that you can work with, and you made up something for your one of your mobile games? You got Animal Crossing. Okay, so you got Animal Crossing game. You got Mario game. You got Fire game, Fire Emblem game. You got Pokemon game. And you had the Me game that you took away because you just didn't want to maintain anymore. Well, it wasn't a game, it was more of a social network. So you had all these things, but then you did not make Zelda game. You did not make Kirby game. You did not make Yoshi game. Or Metroid game. Or Zombie U game. Zombie U game. Yeah, that's not really Zombie U anymore since it's on a PC now. But anyways, you know what I mean. Like, I don't know how they could make a Zelda game, but come on, they could freaking think of something. They can think of something, right? But like, this is just some, like, random thing they made up. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad to come up with new ideas. I'm just saying, like, okay. It doesn't get the hype. It doesn't get the hype as much as, like, if you made a game that was, like, a part of a brand thing that we already knew about. So if we knew about, like, if they made a Zelda thing, then, you know, people would be scrambling to play that game, right? But this, it's just like, okay, people are probably going to check it out, but not a lot of people are going to be too interested.
Caliber of those who are summoned. If you happen to summon 2 of the same character, you're not out of luck. In that case, you'll acquire Eldwater instead. It's good stuff. You'll
Eldwater?
want as much of it as you can get your hands on. By collecting Eldwater, you can increase the number of stars your companion...
Was that like the Full Metal Alchemist freaking symbol inside the water droplet? What are we gonna use some alchemy now?
Hands on. By collecting Eldwater, you can increase the number of stars your companions possess by promoting them. But enough about them. We have dragons to summon. This sacred rite is the best way to attain the might of Alberia's many distinct dragons. There's another special item you need to know about.
So it's Fire Emblem Heroes, and it's got a bit of Pokemon in there too, and then it's got like...
They're known as worm prints, and they embody memories of the world. Think of them as an amulet or talisman, something like that.
Oh my god.
Depending on how much you've leveled it, a worm print can enhance an adventurer. It's well worth your time, even if you are a prince.
Hi, Animu Boy. So in other words, they're just saying, hey, look, we got like 3 different things that you're gonna have to use money on. If you want a new dragon, give us money. If you want a new companion, give us money. If you want one of those frickin' picture thingies, give us money.
This sacred rite is only possible in the presence of Wormite or Diamantium.
Can be purchased within the game. Can be received as login bonus, event rewards, and more. So in other words, play the game a lot, or just buy everything.
You never know what you'll get.
Yeah.
It feels great to score something new. Adventuring is even more fun if you team up with up to 3 other players.
Okay, you pulled me back just for this 1 second. That's fun. I might actually do a thing with like Sid now, playing this. That's if it works on her tablet, because her tablet's kind of outdated and not a lot of games play on it, but still.
Use stamps to communicate and work together to defeat any monsters that dare challenge you. Multiplayer is an option for every single quest in the game.
I'm yawning, sorry. I couldn't say good job or anything. All I could do was clap. Because that is a genius idea. This game is just, so far it's been frustrating, but just adding the word multiplayer into anything just gets you all like... Like, obviously you want the solo aspect because not everyone has friends. Because, like, just look at me. I'm saying I'm gonna play the game with my sister. I'm not playing with a friend or anything. But yeah, exactly. But like, that's the thing. Just to have the option gets you a clap. Because it's a mobile game. It's not something you expect, right? It's like, oh, majority of the time it's like, oh yeah, look at all the leaderboards. You can look at the leaderboards and like see that you're beating people. Or like Animal Crossing, where you can meet the people's characters, but you can't actually meet them.
Game. Here, you'll find players itching to join your cause. You can also create your own room and invite over other players.
That's awesome.
A variety of special events hold even greater rewards and risks.
Now, there's a new problem. What about the internet connection? I don't know how the phone works, but I know how a phone works, but I mean, like, I don't know how a mobile game works with multiplayer. Because I know how, like, computer and console games work. If you have bad internet, or if someone else has bad internet, you're gonna have a bad game. But what about mobile? For example, like, what if I'm playing on my mobile device, and my internet just cuts out randomly? Who's to say why? Will everyone else get affected, or is it just me? My phone has an issue with the internet. For some unknown reason, it occasionally disconnects from the internet, which is one of the most annoying things, but it just does. It just randomly disconnects from the internet every so often. And I'd hate to be playing this game with like a bunch of people, and then one moment my phone loses internet connection. Everyone gets disconnected because they were connected to me or something, or they needed all the people to be there, and one just got kicked out, and it'd just be horrid that I would have to be the face of that situation.
The royal family. They've shown their true colors. And now they stand between the seventh in line to the throne and the heroic destiny he has sworn to fulfill.
You lost me again.
At any cost.
So they're bad.
His sister, the Princess Ethia, would never betray him, if only their future was so certain.
Generic betrayal.
Level up your fighters. Bond them with dragons. And unleash their power on
I
the
will
world.
save my kingdom.
Humans
Then I'll
and
save
dragons,
the world.
Pact bound once more. Dragalia lost.
With the power of my dragons on my side, I will save everybody. Yay! God, it's generic. It's generic stuff. Generic stuff. Cool. Oh yeah, I forgot. On that note, let's go look up the thing that I said I was gonna look up. Laser beam? Labo piano. I said I was gonna look up one of those Labo piano things. I want to see a really good one. Usually it's these ones that are like super good. Where's that one that I've seen before? A pineapple. PPAP. Yeah, okay. But no thanks. Rare. DuckTales? Pokemon theme? Wow, there's actually a lot more than last time. There was one that I really liked, but I don't know where it is. Smash Bros. That one's new. I haven't even heard that one. Let's hear Smash Bros. Before we watch this, I want to say thank you to Melody Geeks. Go check them out. For they didn't let me use their video, but hey, it's free advertisement. I'm giving them free advertisement, so go check them out. That was funny. See, this is awesome. Whoa! Where does all the lights come from? Was that just edited in? I'm assuming it was edited in. So I think this is the person that I'm looking for, though. The video I'm looking for, I think this is the person that did it. I think. If I can find it. Maybe not. Well, it's not going down anymore, so yeah, it's not. Okay, I'm just gonna. It's not this one. If you're about to be like, Brandon, what are you doing? You're looking at Splatoon. It's right there. It's like, no, that's not it. It's this one. I just wanted to go longer. I love it. The Jenny Way. Go subscribe to Jenny Way. I'm gonna subscribe to Jenny Way. There you go. So sorry to like geek. Whatever the other one was, geek. What was it? Melody Geeks. I'm sorry to them that I didn't subscribe to them. I'll go subscribe to them because they gave me source. Wait, I am subscribed to them. Oh, I am. No, I'm not. There we go. There we go. I'm subscribed to them because they allowed me to use their video. No, they didn't. But this one's awesome. I love this one. This was the very first one I found of like anything Labo because when I heard that the Labo was out, I went and looked up anything I could possibly find because I wanted to see what people created, and this is all I could find. But it was freaking awesome. I was like, hey, we're starting with a good thing. We're starting off with a good thing here. And then after I saw that, I just went and looked. I went looking for I started looking for more music things with the piano because I wanted to see more, and I couldn't find anything, and it just frustrated me. Like here's one with Zelda. Oh, this person is good. See, I'm wondering if they actually made that bassy sound with the Labo. Like, did they make all of the sounds with Labo? Because if that is the case, wow, that's amazing. Okay, so yep, that's it for today. There's nothing else that I saw on Nintendo, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you didn't, then sorry. If you didn't enjoy my little commentary on top of like a bunch of trailers and stuff, sorry. But if you did, leave a like and tell me in the comments that you want to see more of this, because if you do, I'll try and do more. Maybe I'll start doing some of these live, and then you guys can give me ideas to, like, if I do it live, you guys could be in the stream and you could tell me, hey, why don't you check out this thing too, and then I'll watch it and check it out. You can see my reaction to it. But if you don't want to see that, then just say so and tell me you want me to just go back to reacting to directs or something. I don't know. I think this was fine. I think this is fun and fine. If you guys Hopefully you guys thought so too. Hopefully. But yep. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Been up here lighting up the sky.
Luna, do you have time to sing a goodbye song before you go?
Always there.
Hey, this was really fun. We hope you liked it too. Seems like we've just begun when suddenly we're through. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go. But hey, I say, well, that's okay. 'Cause we'll see you very soon, I know. Very soon, I know. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. And tomorrow, just like today, the moon, the bear, and the big blue house will be waiting for you to come and play. To come and play. To come and play. Bye now.
I love that song way too much.